Welcome everybody to pixelhangover.com. So are you ready for the strange and crazy world of Suda? I don't know if you are because I don't think I was, but I went there anyway. So here we are. We have Lollipop Chainsaw, game that's out on the PS3 and 360. This is our instant impression. Basically, we put the game in and talk along as we play the first few moments of the game. I think we're running at about 11 minutes. So let's get to it. If anybody knows Grasshopper Manufacturer and Suda, they know crazy. They know bizarre stuff that just sometimes doesn't make sense, but usually it's pretty damn fun. So it's kind of got what we got here. I don't even know how to describe this game other than it's a hack and slash type of God of War type, mini type game, but it's got this bizarre, overtone. It's got this strange theme where you're a cheerleader and you got a chainsaw, which I know this is, quite the popular genre, but this is it's crazy. But it's just like every one of his games. It's entertaining at least. So very stylistic. I really like the cutscenes that drop in and out just like that, and boy, they don't mess around with the sexual innuendos and so forth. But yeah, this is they make sure that you let you know that she's 18. So I guess that means it's okay to look. So here we are. This is the first time you take control. I'm figuring things out here, and obviously we got a bunch of zombies right in front of us. And I figure out to hit Y, and then just hold down on the left stick, and here we go. One of the things you got to do in this first mission is save 3 civilians. So we're gonna get through that and then call it a day. But I think that gives you a good idea of just how crazy this game can be. The controls are fine. Feels pretty good. Maybe a couple of cheap hits here and there, but once they teach dodging, it kind of helps out a lot. So these are all kind of stunned zombies, not much of a challenge, but obviously it's the first few come across. So you got the cheerleader moves, and then you get the chainsaw. So on the 360, which is where this was being played, it was, I believe, X and Y are the two attack buttons. B ends up being the jump over, I believe. I'm trying to think. And then one of them's also B is just straight up jump, but it's also dodge when you're in combat. That's how it goes. So as we move along this first few minutes, this instant impression, you'll get the idea of just how strange this guy's mind is. But I think games. I hope he continues to make games because we need that kind of let's not take everything so freaking seriously, which is kind of what gaming has become. So breath of fresh air as far as I'm concerned when you pop in one of his games. So here we go. So far, a lot of explosions, a lot of needless violence, which is always good. So I'm just seeing if there's collectibles around here, seeing what's up, because you just never know. So I turn off notifications, but I do earn achievement / trophy towards the end. Here is your first civilian you get to save, and this one's the easiest one. Just kill the zombies, that's it. Make sure that you save this poor innocent civilian who's just obviously given up, laying down on the ground, didn't even want to run. That's alright, we'll take care of them. The moves get more complex as we move along here. You get a zombie counter there, so I gotta kill 6 of them. And then I freed the poor innocent civilian. So the combos are kind of interesting. It's like, basically you can mash the buttons and they'll actually move into a couple different moves. It gets a little more complex as we move along here, which was nice to see. Overall, I'm a little bit farther than we are right now, and it actually comes together pretty nicely. A lot of cool cinematic things there. That was obviously on purpose, that little view that you got there. And these are lollipops. These, obviously, I mean, just like most games like Gears of War and so forth, lollipops repair your health. So they're going to teach me here. They're going to make me do it. And I've got 1 of 9. I went ahead and used it, and it repaired what little health that I had lost. So for some reason I had a little trouble with this. I don't know if it was just waiting for me to do things, but it wasn't registering. But I think it was probably waiting for me to complete the lollipop, and then it was going to let me forward. So camera's a little janky. It kind of snaps a little quicker than I'd like, but it's so far very sufficient, perfect for what this game is. Like here they teach you if you're near a zombie, hit the A button and you're going to swing low and kill anything on the ground. It seems to be a pretty powerful swipe. As you can see, I got to do 5 of these. A lot of real cool stylistic things on the screen, from the menus to the blood splatter to once in a while it'll cut away and do this really cool cinematic stuff. So, like I said, if you're into Suda games, if you're into God of War type games, or just crazy games altogether, if you're into any of those, this really fits into your wheelhouse, and I would suggest it. It's a fun game. This one's a little bit harder to save. This civilian, so it takes a little bit longer, but they teach the dodge, so that was the whole point of what's going on here. And I use it a few times just to flip over, and that's a dodge. Just pull back, whichever way you're pointing is the way you're going. You have blood splatter along the van, and it's just overall a lot of cool stuff. It seems to be running really well too so far. I mean, it's not like there's an epic amount of stuff on screen, but there's enough that there could be some slowdown if it was running on, specific engines and so forth. There was a bad move by me this time trying. There's why I'm learning dodge. They teach you that on these certain type of enemies, you got to dodge them once to get them to be surprised. Otherwise, I don't think you can attack them straight on. It's got a cool flow to it. Like if you're aiming or killing someone to the right side, if you hold left and hit your attack, it'll actually flow to the next move wherever you've aimed. So I think that's why this combat felt really good to me. Once again, looking for collectibles just in case. Didn't find any. Obviously, you got on the wrong bus here, and some pretty cool stuff going on here. And if you've ever played a Suda game, it only gets crazier as you get going. So this was quite the fight to save this dude here. He's up the flagpole here. And normally I think, alright, I gotta kill 8 zombies, no big deal. But that was just the beginning to save this guy. Who, once he gets down, is the slowest runner that's ever existed, of course. There's a new move. Gears of War style, right up the old crotch. And of course he falls, because that's what they do, and he's scared of me, I suppose. Throws me some dough, and then he just kind of meanders towards the exit here, and I gotta clear the way. A lot of stuff on screen right there, I'm noticing. Maybe a little too much at times. Covering about 40% of the screen. Now, I don't think there was a way to keep this guy completely healthy, but, I'm still learning, but boy, they seem to swarm in pretty good, especially coming up here. Alright, that's clear, so now I can go ahead and take care of this gate. So obviously there's a lot more survivors than you probably initially think, but they keep introducing different types of zombies, which is pretty cool. I don't know how many there are in the game, but there's definitely a variety here at the beginning. And then they teach you this new move, which allows you to kind of slaughter through a bunch of them. I think you hit left trigger, and here's some awesome sparkle hunting, I guess is what they're calling it. Of course. Just got done playing Darksiders, or at least played through a bunch of it, and I don't remember any sparkle hunting, but they probably wouldn't have hurt the game. It would have been a nice addition. Obviously fits right in here. As you can see, just kind of swiping through, and all their blood is orange. I think that's part of the sparkle hunting. Oh, I'm sorry, pink. What the hell am I saying? All the blood is pink. Quick time, stuff like that. Kind of spattered in there, not a whole bunch of it. Grab a lollipop, didn't have to need it. And there's more zombies. Took care of these guys real well, except for I think I had a hard time hitting this guy on the ground up here. He's stunned. Not dead, just stunned. So overall, I'm really enjoying the game so far, a little more than I thought I would. I'm always a little leery going into one of Grasshopper games, but this is definitely the most playable that I've seen in a while, and it has a cool theme. Doesn't seem to be ridiculously difficult so far, and it's got sparkle hunting, so I really don't understand why anyone would pass up an opportunity to play this game. It's got everything you could ever possibly want. Using that freaking chainsaw like a freaking lightsaber. There you go, that's the last thing that was missing for it to be a AAA game right there. Some form of lightsaber. And you come down here, and that would be the rescue. That would be an achievement. I turned off the notifications, but and for all you achievement whores out there, right there is where you earn it. So This is just a series of unfortunate events right here that you just apparently can't help with. The zombie just, single-handedly takes out an entire group. And then we're gonna get a phone call, which is her phone is uniquely placed somewhere, and that's where we're gonna end the demo. So I'm gonna let this thing roll out the last 30 seconds. Thanks for checking things out. Hope this has interested you, because this game is definitely worth checking out if you're into this type of thing. It is called Lollipop Chainsaw. It's on the 360 PS3, and we really appreciate you checking things out. PixelHangover.com. Like, subscribe. My name is Ryan. Have a great day.
Okay.